Who they your back? Today I want to ask you a very crucial question. Who is behind you? Listen to me. Behind every successful person, there is something. Listen, there is nothing like self-made. There is nothing like I did it alone. There is nothing like I achieved this alone. If you want to become successful, achieve your goals, and build something significant and leave a footprint in this world, then there has to be some things behind you. On the podcast today, I want to share with you a couple of things that you have to take into consideration and what you have to know about what is behind successful people. Listen, the world is not what you think it is. Things are not the way you think they are. It is not just about how hard you work. It is not about how dedicated you are. All of that is very important. But you need to understand that behind every successful man, there are a couple of things. On the podcast today, I want to share with you 3 key things that are almost always behind every successful person. So the next time you see a successful person, a wealthy person, someone that has achieved something significant that you are trying to emulate, you must understand that these people have the following 3 things behind them. The first one is God. Listen, the spiritual is important if you want to really become successful. Life is not what you think it is. God is important. Listen, things happen in the realms of the spirit before they happen in the physical realm. Listen, maybe your idol, the successful person you know about, the person that you are looking up to, the wealthy, the billionaires that you are looking up to, maybe they don't adorn their religion. Maybe they don't appear as people who are spiritual, who know God. But let me tell you, every wealthy or successful person you know about understand that there is something called God. They understand the power of the spiritual. So if you want to become successful, if you want to become wealthy, if you want to build something significant in your life, you have to understand the power of God. Listen, God is real. The power of the Holy Spirit is real. Recently, I was having a discussion with one of my mentees, and I was sharing with him a couple of things about my life. And I'm like, hey, listen, I wouldn't have been here doing what I'm doing if you had asked me about 10 years ago. If someone had told me that, hey, listen, in 2024, this is how your life is going to be 10 years ago, I would have told the person, you smoking. I would have told the person, hey, you are not, something is just coming over you. Please leave me alone. Because where I came from and how my upbringing was, there was no way I could have been where I am. Yes, I'm not super successful. I am not super wealthy. I am not the person on the top yet. I'm still on my journey, navigating my life. But where I am today, it can only be God. Where I am today, it can only be the power of the Holy Spirit. Where I am today, it can only be the supernatural that has brought me to where I am. Listen to me, whether you like it or not, the spiritual is crucial. Things are not what you think they are. Everything that you see in the physical has already happened in the supernatural. Your ability to become successful will include, in addition to the hard work, you have to understand how to influence the spiritual realm to be able to then materialize that into the physical realm. God is key. The spiritual realm is important. The power of the Holy Spirit, I cannot overemphasize the importance of God in your life. So I don't care who you are. Maybe you are somebody who is like, yo, I don't believe in God or whatever it is your life. But let me tell you, whatever you are seeking to build, whatever you are seeking to do, you need that spiritual power. You need that spiritual understanding. You need that spiritual awareness. Listen, it is not everybody that you come into contact with that you can do business with. It is not all opportunities that come your way that you have to jump on them. Listen, it is not everything that comes your way that you have to say yes to. Now, to be able to have the navigation to determine which opportunity should I go into, who can I partner with, who can I marry, who can I talk to, which business do I go to, what strategies do I apply. To be able to determine all of these things, you have to rely on the power of the spiritual. Do you wonder why successful people, wealthy people, they start something, nobody believes in it, nobody trusts them, and they are doing it, they are doing it, they are doing it? Have you asked yourself why they keep trying? Have you asked yourself why they keep going? And then one day, what everybody thought will never take off, boom, has taken off. Then they become multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires, and they become celebrated people across the globe. Why did they keep going when everybody else said no? Why did they keep going when the experts said no? It was because they have heard a voice. And that voice, when you hear it, nobody heard it with you. It is because they have seen something. And those things, when you see them, nobody is with you. And so you know what you saw. You know what you've heard, you know what you have seen, so you keep pushing, you keep going, because you know there is a time coming that this thing that I'm doing, it's gonna take off. There is a time coming, this thing that I'm doing, people will understand that I made the right choice, I made the right decision. Listen to me, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you are, I don't care how successful you are or not. You must understand God is central of everything. The spiritual is crucial. Now, I'm not by then saying go and join some occult or go and be part of anything that people are propagating online. What I'm telling you is know God for yourself. Listen to me. You have to know God for yourself. Yes, attend church. Yes, attend prayer meetings. Yes, sit under the leadership of a minister of God, but know God for yourself. You should be able to walk like David, where you can take the effort and then go before the presence of God and say, God, what should I do? God, I am contemplating on this decision. What should I do? God, I am making a decision about this thing. What should I do? And you can draw from the supernatural, draw from the realms of the spirit and apply it to the physical. And because you have influenced the spiritual, the physical will not have any reason but to align with what had been declared and what have taken place in the realms of the spirit. Who is behind you? You need God. So you want to become successful? You want to become wealthy? You want to live life on your own terms? You want to do things that beat the imagination of yourself and everybody around you? You need God. You have to understand this role of the supernatural. You have to understand the spiritual realm. You have to understand how to influence the spiritual realm into the physical realm. You listen, I can spend hours teaching you about the importance of the supernatural. But all I want you to understand is this: things don't just happen. The things you see are a reflection of the things you don't see. Listen to me. Before something manifests in the realms of the physical, it has already occurred in the realms of the spirit. There are many of you, you are working hard, you are trying, you are walking around, you are trying to do A, B, and C. Today you do this, tomorrow you do that, but things are not moving ahead. Have you engaged the spiritual realm? Have you talked to God? Have you brought your issue before God yourself? Listen, I am not saying go and sit before anybody and, go and buy anything and put on you or drink certain things. I am saying sit down. Do you sit down? Have a conversation with God. Listen, you must know God for yourself, because the supernatural is real. If you understand the supernatural, you will understand why people become successful very easily. And like I said, I'm preaching God to you. I'm preaching the Holy Spirit to you. I'm preaching Jesus Christ to you, that you have to have a personal relationship with Him. You need to be able to have that personal relationship, because God will rule in your affairs if you understand and know how to communicate with Him.